Welcome back, everyone, and hello. How are you?
Hello, hi.
Yes. So today we have a guest English lovely speaker, Pooja. Hello, Pooja.
Hi, Minami. How are you, Mi-chan?
Yes. So I call her Pooja. Her name is Pooja, but we met in Tokyo, and you lived in Japan. So you have a nickname. I don't know if it's just me that call you Pooja, but
I think people at work called me Poojan as well sometimes.
Really. Yes, so we have Pooja today. Thanks for coming, or thanks just for having this together.
Oh, thank you for calling me on. I'm very excited to be here.
Great. So today we will have a conversation, just as friends, just a friends conversation, casual conversation. But I'd like to ask Pooja about her background, how she learned English in her childhood, and what her experience was like in Japan or Tokyo. Yes, so first of all, I'd like to give a little background of us. We met in Tokyo about a few years ago. You were there as a student first? Were you working?
No. So I first went to Tokyo in 2017, early 2017, for an internship with Kengo Kuma.
Right.
And it was supposed to be a 3-month internship.
Right.
But then I ended up staying in Japan for almost 3 years.
3 years. Right. So in your first year, I met you, right? That's 2017, 2000.
I think so, 17 or 18, one of them. And we met through James. Hi, James, if you were watching this.
Yeah, we met through James, who's my boyfriend. And then after that, we found out that I also work near your office. My office.
Yeah.
Our offices were
just around the corner. Yeah.
Yes. So we sometimes had lunch. I would sneak out from my office. I wasn't sneaking out, but no one was really having lunch outside, but I really wanted to get out from that.
Same. I was lonely, and you became my lunch partner, so it was really nice.
Yes. Yeah, and then we sometimes went for drinking with other friends and sometimes dancing. It was a very lovely, fun time together I had.
It was.
And yeah, since then we haven't actually seen each other. I think I left Japan in that year. And you stayed in Japan for another 2 years or so.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'd like to first ask your background. We will get into your experience in Tokyo later. But first,
that's fine.
Where are you from, and why are you so fluent in English, and so on? So please tell me, first your background.
Yeah, sure. So I am born in India. And then I have been raised in Nairobi in Kenya all my life. I was pretty much 1 month old actually when my parents brought me to Kenya. So they lived here before I was born. And I'm pretty much raised here. I went to nursery, school, primary, high school, everything here. And I guess the main language spoken here, so there's English and there's the local language Swahili. But pretty much since school we were taught English from a very young age. And I went to a British curriculum school, so I guess that's where that's how I learned English, from a very early age.
Does that make a big difference if you go to this English curriculum school? or like in Kenya?
So I think most schools and pretty much everyone like can speak English in Kenya. It's kind of a first language for us.
Right.
Sorry?
Like you? Like everyone, pretty much everyone speaks like you?
Yeah, I would say so. Even in the public schools, I mean, they speak Swahili and English, but the schools that, the school that I went to was kind of a private school.
Right.
But yeah, so that's where English came in. But it's funny because whenever I meet British people, they think I sound American, and then American people think I sound British. So I don't really know. It's kind of a weird Kenyan accent, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, to me you sound like British. But yeah, it's very unique. I think, unique in a way, but your English is just like native English speaker. So I think you are a native English speaker, right? You consider yourself?
I would say so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it would be my first language, definitely. I feel comfortable speaking it, and I mean, I completely understand how hard it is learning a language. When I came to Japan, it was such a struggle. But anyway, we can get into that later.
How many languages do you speak then?
Including I can Japanese? Speak. I wouldn't count Japanese fluently, but I can speak my mother tongue, which is Gujarati, and
is that
Hindi. No, so the Gujarati is Indian language. And sorry, my brother keeps texting me, and I'm trying to like swish off his messages. Sorry, so I speak Gujarati, which is my mother tongue, and it's an Indian language. And then Hindi, which a little bit, I would say I can hold a conversation in Hindi, which is also another Indian language. My Swahili, which is the Kenyan language, I can get around, but I wouldn't say, I think it's just as good as my Japanese, perhaps. So
really?
I'm working on it. So yeah.
So at least 4 languages then, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Right. So I wasn't completely sure like how you acquired the language when you were a kid and your exact situation of living. So that's good to know. Okay. And then you maybe like to skip most of your like childhood part to move to Tokyo. Why did you decide to live in Japan?
So for several reasons, I think Japan. So when I was in like junior high school, I was 12 years old when I first went to Japan. We won a competition in school for cleaning up a river, and we got a chance to go. And we got a chance to go to Japan, and I never knew that like 10 years down the line I would end up there again.
Right.
But I guess to answer your question, design-wise, Japan's always been a massive inspiration, and I've always dreamed to at some point in my life live or work there. And I guess after I graduated from the UK, I didn't get a work opportunity, and so I moved home back to Nairobi, feeling lost about life. As we all do, and then I just sent out some applications, and then my whole fate changed when I got the internship in Kengokuma, and it was pretty life-changing, I would say.
Yes.
And one of the best experiences of my life. So
right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about the school in UK just now. So, did you also live in the UK? Sorry.
Yeah. So I did my university in Scotland in the Glasgow School of Art. So I was there for.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
No,
yeah. Let's go back there.
I don't think we've ever talked about it. So
right. So you went to university in Scotland.
Yeah, for 4 years.
Wow.
And then I moved home for 6 months, and then I moved to Tokyo. So yeah.
I see. And then so you said you decided to move because of the design wise, and your kind of one of the dreams that you wanted to make true.
Yeah, and also I think I wasn't ready to be home yet and to settle down here. I was ready to kind of go outside and experience things still. And I think you relate to that with Europe, and maybe that's how you feel towards Japan. Whereas for me, Japan was that adventure and that kind of experience that I was really wanting. Something different, something completely out of my comfort zone. So yeah,
absolutely.
That was one of the reasons.
I'm very I can relate to you a lot. What did you study in university, by the way? Design?
I studied interior design for 4 years.
Yes, so you had an internship at Kengokuma as an interior designer, right?
Yeah, that's right. For 3 months, which then got extended for about 8 months, and then I got another job at a kind of interior design and architecture company, slightly smaller firm called Puddle, and I worked there for almost 2 years after.
Right. That was right? The office in there.
Yeah, that's where I used to see you.
Right. Yes.
I miss that. I always think about that African vegan place that we used to go to.
I know. Yes, that was such a cute little place. Just like
it was.
I don't even know how you describe that little corner. Like a bit.
It was amazing, and it was like a slice of home for me in some ways. There was like a familiarity there. I wonder how the guy is doing, him and his wife.
Yeah. I'm curious too. So did you keep going back after I left there too?
I did, but it wasn't the same without you. But yeah, I did for a while, and then I discovered some other cool places, but it was such a nice area, I think, generally. For food and everything. Yeah,
that was like Okushibu, I think. Area. Have you heard? Yeah. And
Okushibu,
and cafe, you really liked that cafe. I just remembered.
Which cafe?
You had a crush on one of the guys there, didn't you?
Hey. I did. This is right. It was the coffee barista. Yes, I did have a crush on him. And
not gonna go.
Yep, it was fun. It was fun.
The shops, cafes and restaurants were really lovely around that area. Yes, I miss living in like that kind of lifestyle.
Atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. How is first of all, where in Hokkaido do you live? Because Hokkaido is actually